Now, supposedly the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. He would have gotten over it by then, and it would just been no big deal. $500,000. Who cares? Yep. This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over, there was only one conclusion. They were playing yesterday's tape. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the... Oh! The fake murder happened after the real one. That makes sense. I was trying to figure that out in my head, like, what in the world? Yes, there were 2 Glen Alges in Trabian that day. The real Glen Alge, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Alge acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how would you explain the time discrepancy? You just wouldn't, pretty much. Almost. Dude, I'm about to roll out your ass. You lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What would you know about rhythm? Let's recap. Recap! According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2. The phony Elge is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Glen Elge is? Well, they already took him away. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but the thing is, oh no. What did he just do? Now I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, shoot, okay. Hang on now a minute here. Yeah, it does. I just thought, okay, oh, yeah, that makes sense, because when he called the police, that was on the fake murder, which happened later. So nobody called the police for the actual murder itself. So yeah, we do need an explanation for where the corpse is. Because the police didn't just come and haul it off. Nobody called the police on that one. He called the police, Victor did, after seeing the fake murder. Where did the killer hide the body? No conjecture, Wright. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Well, that should be easy. I don't know. Thought I had him with that contradiction. Close up. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. He certainly has. Okay. Oh boy. Outside Trabian or inside? Whew. Wouldn't it be funny if he was like hidden in Vitamin Court or Vitamin Park, like inside the apple or something? Is there anywhere inside where he could have been hidden? Because I don't think we've seen anything that would suggest that. If I had to guess, I would say outside. Clearly, there's no place to hide a body inside Trade. Well, that's what I just said. Therefore, the killer must have hauled the body outside. I see. Nice supposition. What? But the real question is, can you back it up? Poop, why don't you back up that trash? Where's the evidence that proves the body was taken out of the restaurant? Why don't you back up that trash? It's so funny. Alright. I don't know, man. Maybe... The thing is, we can pretty much safely bet now that the time of death was definitely right around 1:30. Why does it? I still wonder why it says between 1:30 and 2:30. And I'm wondering if that's going to become relevant. But see, that doesn't prove that the body was taken out of the restaurant, though. That just brings up questions about if it was inside, then why this? But if it was outside, you would ask the same thing, so never mind. I think I might have given him the wrong answer. Can I? Oh, I can't back out. Shoot. But I don't need your help with this. But I honestly, I'm starting to think they did hide it inside now. Too bad. I don't think you'll ever grasp the real heart of rock and roll. Well, excuse me, Huey Lewis. What are you talking about? He means that your evidence is irrelevant, Mr. Wright. No, it's not. It's just I picked the wrong answer. I'm sure that's what it is. Feel the beat and then hit him with some heavy metal. Okay, sure. Let me get my Pantera on. Start over. Yeah. I think I need to clear my head. I'd say it's already empty, Wright. I'm inclined to agree. Yo también. You too? What's with the Spanish all of a sudden? No kidding. Now, Mr. Wright, the court will swear. Yeah, inside. Would have been too dangerous. See, that's true too. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Trevian. Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? In the sink! Where else? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Master Splinter. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Trevian. This is no better. I mean, the only thing that makes sense is to say the kitchen, and that's what I'm going to do. The body was hidden here! I see. Nice supposition. But the real question is, are you ready to lose an in again? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? Okay. You're going to give me a chance to prove this. Hang on. Because the food tastes bad? Because there's like, no. I was going to say because there's a rotting corpse and the smell. But, no, if he had just died, that wouldn't explain why the food had always been bad. Let me see. Oh, no. Here we go. Wait. The victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. There you go. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? I've never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, Monsieur Easy. Highest quality only for me. Where's that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Trevian. I can't believe they hid the body in there, though. Jeez. But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils. Not anymore. This bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, sir. Nope. It contains a medication. Yep, that's right. You can't be serious. Oh, but I am. Oh, but no. Oh, my God, but where in there? Just behind the counter, under that island in the middle? Oof. Uh-oh. Oh god, did he really? Ooh, my god! We just kind of wrecked everything there. We haven't even started talking to the red guy yet. The red guy. Did you murder Mr. Gleneld? Never! I could not do such a horrible thing! What? What? Dude! The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. I can't even argue with that. Nope. Can't do it. Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend? Your what? Je vous demande pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor. Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish for please. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? No, no, no. Absolutely none. Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps? Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Whew! That's the biggest threat I've ever heard from you, Judge. As does my gavel. Ooh. Whew. I don't know, Armstrong. I think you might have to consider caving into these two. That, too. See, I'm not getting involved because I'm a nice guy, but these two, they've got it out for you now. So, the confession. It is true, I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him, I swear it. You must believe me. Okay. Okay, alright, this is making sense. I cannot say, or I will be erased. Let's try a different question, then. There was... There he is. Bam! There was another man. Thank you! It's Maggie, you can rejoice. Maggie was telling the truth. Of course she was telling the truth. She's a cute girl. Cute girls always tell the truth in these games. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. Oof. Alright. It is true, you hid the body in the kitchen. Get that. Your man forced you to do it, you had no choice. Why so? Because you owed him money, right? Yeah, he is. You had to go along with him because there was a reason why you could not refuse. So can we talk about the reason? You don't have to say who he is, but the reason would be interesting. That would help us narrow it down, although we kind of already know who it is. Surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment. A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. Please. can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason. So I'll just have to prove it. With evidence. Alright. If I did not kill him, I swear, you must believe me. So you were claiming that all you did was hide the bodies. Bodies? Is that correct? That's right. If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this. Yeah, really. Maybe he doesn't even know the guy's name, I don't know. Not a bad idea. Okay, hang on. Where do I... Well, I was thinking present his profile, but I'm not sure which one of these statements I would do that on. Wait. This might be it. But, the thing is, that's not a contradiction, though. That's like, more like a fill in the blank. But, I'm gonna try it. You have a $500,000 debt, don't you? Yup. You didn't know? Man. Yeah, that's gonna make some people talk. This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. That's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Here we go. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you. It is as you say. Oh, man. I feel bad for him. My Tiger, he told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area. Still not sure how they knew Maggie was going to pass out. What were they going to plan to do if she didn't pass out? Yup. Furio Tiger, who's that? I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket were recovered from the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well? I believe him. But at the same time, like, who else would have... I mean, he had to know that somebody was going to take the fall for it. Ugh. Well, thank goodness, because I think I've been going for like 3 hours here. Alright. 30 minutes. What? That was my what. I said it before it came up on the screen. The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. And to make another pot. About a minute more. Don't sit back and relax yet, Wright. How in the world is he gonna get that guy? How much power does he have that he would be able to just go get him in a half hour? "30-minute recess." That's what it is. To be continued. Man, I really want to keep going with this now. It feels like we may be on the verge of the finale here. don't want to be too quick to assume. At any rate, I will stop there. And next time on Phoenix Wright, we go up against the Tiger. The Great Tiger. So we can get a TKO. Yup. See you guys later.